guys, I did a video on gardening, and I put in a little work on this garden, and once again, this is analogous. I did a little work on the front end, a lot of little work on the front end. Now my garden, my little garden, is actually feeding me now. It's putting it out, guys, and I mean, look at it. It's putting the stuff out now, and well, my strawberries ain't doing so great. But they're coming back, guys. I put in a lot of work on this garden on the front end, and the tomatoes, man. I tell you what, it's nothing like garden grown tomatoes, but it's just like a business. Just like a business, you put the work in, and things start to happen. So this right here is one right here, but some of them take, some of them don't. Some of your plants, I got a few of them. Got a few upstairs that I had. I even have the bell peppers now. Um, you know, some of them work and some of them don't, but you just got to keep at it. And that's what I did, guys. I kept at it. I kept going and kept going. Got a little basil here. This did really good. I didn't actually eat much of it. I put it in a blender and blended it up. So I'm gonna take this right here, same philosophy. I'm gonna learn from all my mistakes, just like you do in business. I'm gonna learn from these mistakes, and I'm gonna build next year. So next year, when the season, I'm gonna come out here, and I think September is the time. My dad told me to go ahead and put the collard greens out here because all the worms are probably gone. I tried that, but I tried collard greens first, man, but they got ate up. So I'm going to come out here and I'm gonna put the collard greens out here. Now, the insects and stuff are probably gone at this time of the season. So this is stuff that you learn, man. I'm telling you, it's just like business, guys. There's certain things that I've learned in business, just doing business. I learned a couple different things in business that, you just don't make those, you make those mistakes one time and you get better next year. And each year you try to get better and better. So that's my Satsuma tree. My dad got me some muscadine, so I'm gonna bring that up here. So we got my blueberry bush. It's still holding in there. I think this right here, looks like this right here may be dead. The leaves are falling off of it, so I don't know. I just leave it alone. Yeah, he may be. I don't know. We'll watch it. So we got this right here. Got another Satsuma tree. My grapevine didn't do so well, and I cut one of them with the weed whacker. My sugar cane is over there. So my sugar cane right there is getting ready. So guys, once again, this is an analogy. So that's my peach tree too. So it's about time for him to lose his leaves. So this is the analogy of hard work. Sometimes we don't see the work. We don't see the grinding and the fighting on the front end. But if you just keep working at it and keep working at it, you fine tune some of the processes and protocols, and you can actually make a living. You can actually make a living out of building. All right, thanks. All right, guys, this is another video by the Alpha Builder, Emmett Stallworth, the Builder Builders. I was just noticing when I was going out to my garden and I was picking tomatoes and bell peppers and, got a couple of eggplants and just all those different things. I struggled with that garden at first. I couldn't quite get it to grow right. I had to redo it. I had to change things. I had to, some of it, a lot of it died. I had to go back to like Home Depot or whatever and get some more plants and bring them back and replant them. But it got to a point where even after all that hard work I did and just constantly just trying to get it right and tweaking different things and focusing on different things to make it, talking to my dad, the garden is actually feeding me now. We eat tomatoes off of that thing, several tomatoes a week. And it seems like the more tomatoes you pull, like if I pull 3 or 4, it actually blooms out even more.
So it's feeding me now. And guys, that is an analogy of your business. You know, whether you guys are in home building, real estate, finance, just whatever business you can be in, selling clothes and things like that, or whatever it is that you in, guys, you're gonna get out of it what you put into it. And you have to keep grinding. You got to keep going. And I could have easily given up and said, well, this ain't for me. Let me just try something else. No, man, eventually. And here's the thing, man, what I'm realizing, guys, is the name of the game is to stay in the game. I stayed in that garden. I just kept it. I just kept going. If this didn't work, let me try something else. This didn't work. Guys, I do building the exact same way. I'm a first generation builder. Didn't have anybody to really teach me other than, I had some mentors that once I kind of got going a little bit, I actually had one that actually helped me on the front end when I first got started. But, it took just, and I failed a couple of times, guys. I have, I failed, especially when the economy crashed in 2007. And not only that, guys, it mentally messed me up. I mean, I gave houses back to the bank. Things were rough. But this is something that I wanted to do. I got back into teaching, because I needed to, we needed to eat. But, I didn't want to, I was teaching math. I probably didn't want to teach that full time. But, all the time, that math was my passion. But, but teaching construction is much better. I can pivot a whole lot better teaching construction. But guys, you got to stay in the grind, man. If it's something that you want to do, you got to stick with it, man. You got to stick with it. I never really thought about plan B. I may need to pause that part because plan B is not seen as something good. But guys, I've always thought this is what I want to do and I got to make this happen. We're going to go up and down. Our finances are going to go up and down. I told my wife, it's feast or famine in my household. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. But you got to stay in the game. And this is just like this garden, man. I mean, you got to got to fertilize it, you got to water, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to mess it up, it's not going to produce. It's all kind of stuff. Things are going to, some of your plants going to die. You got to go get some more. Same thing. The same thing. All right, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Comment. I get a lot of content from comments. You guys have a good one, and thanks for stopping by.